Everyone talks about dopamine as the feel-good chemical. But what if dopamine isn't always good for you? What if the same chemical that motivates you to succeed is also the reason you feel addicted to your phone, distracted all day, and constantly chasing the next hit of stimulation? The truth is, dopamine has a dark side that most people never hear about. In this video, we'll explore the hidden neuroscience behind dopamine and how it can secretly control your habits, focus, and even your happiness. What dopamine really does. Most people believe dopamine simply makes you feel pleasure, but neuroscience shows something different. Dopamine is actually the brain's motivation chemical. It pushes you to seek rewards, explore opportunities, and repeat behaviors that your brain believes are valuable. Thousands of years ago, this system helped humans survive. Dopamine motivated people to hunt, explore, learn, and build social connections. Without dopamine, humans would lack the drive to do almost anything. But in the modern world, this system is being constantly overstimulated. The dopamine hijack. Today, many everyday activities trigger massive dopamine spikes. For example, social media notifications, endless video content, junk food, online games, instant entertainment. These activities deliver fast and powerful rewards. Your brain quickly learns that these behaviors give easy dopamine, so it begins craving them more and more. This is how dopamine can hijack your attention and turn simple behaviors into compulsive habits. Why nothing feels exciting anymore. One of the darkest effects of dopamine overstimulation is something called dopamine tolerance. When your brain receives frequent dopamine spikes, it begins adjusting. It reduces the sensitivity of its reward system. This means activities that once felt exciting no longer feel as rewarding. As a result, people start needing more stimulation to feel the same excitement. This is why many people feel bored easily, struggle to focus, or constantly seek new entertainment. The dopamine motivation crash. Here's where dopamine becomes dangerous. When your brain gets used to high dopamine stimulation, normal tasks start feeling boring. Studying, working, reading, or learning new skills provide slow and delayed rewards. Compared to fast dopamine from social media or entertainment, these activities feel much less stimulating, so the brain naturally avoids them. This leads to procrastination, low motivation, poor focus, and constant distraction. And many people don't realize dopamine imbalance is part of the problem. The dopamine trap of modern life. Many modern technologies are specifically designed to capture your dopamine system. Apps, platforms, and digital content use psychological techniques that trigger curiosity, anticipation, and reward. Every notification, like, or new video gives a small dopamine signal. Over time, your brain becomes trained to expect constant stimulation, and when that stimulation disappears, your brain feels restless and uncomfortable. This is why silence and boredom can feel difficult for many people today. How to reset your dopamine system. The good news is your brain is extremely adaptable. You can rebalance your dopamine system by changing your daily habits. Some effective strategies include reducing constant digital stimulation, taking breaks from social media, exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness or meditation, and focusing on long-term goals. These activities help restore a healthier balance in the brain's reward system. Over time, normal activities start feeling rewarding again. Dopamine is not the enemy. In fact, it is one of the most powerful chemicals that drives human motivation and achievement. But when it is constantly overstimulated, it can quietly reshape your habits, your attention, and even your happiness. Understanding the dark side of dopamine is the first step towards regaining control of your mind. Because when you learn how your brain works, you gain the power to use it wisely. Subscribe to Psycacademy for more psychology and neuroscience content that helps you understand how your brain really works.